Now it's time to say goodbye to the excesses of Christmas and hello to a brand new Healthier You. It is the time of the year, I suppose, that everyone does try and get a bit healthier. And we have our pharmacist from Boots, Paul O'Reilly, here to help us on the good road. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Not for Di, because he's been good over Christmas.
But I need to stay on the good road.
You need to stay on the good road.
That's the thing.
I suppose the thing is, I mean, you know, we talked before Christmas about the fact that you can actually ingest over 2,000 calories in your Christmas dinner alone during Christmas Day. So most of us have put up a couple of pounds.
Yeah, on average, people put up, they say, between 4 and 7 pounds over the Christmas period. So I think it's that time of year now that everyone is looking, trying to shift that excess weight that they've put on over the Christmas period.
I think the reason why we do that is because, first of all, it's Christmas and we say, ah, sure, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
And we go for it. But we also say, OK, I'm going to start now on the 1st of the new year and I'm going to make a go for it. So that's why we do probably really go for it during Christmas time.
Yeah, like the last meal. So you have to get it all in before
last supper.
Last supper, yeah.
So I suppose the basics, Paul, to any kind of healthier regime, I suppose, is actually eat less, move more. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're all familiar with healthy eating. What I would say is don't make it too complicated. Keep it simple. There's some subtle, simple changes that you can make in your lifestyle that actually can have a really big impact. Like, you know, cooking homemade meals, all that kind of thing, like we've just seen there.
With weight,
some simple dishes can really make a difference in terms of the scales, in terms of how you look and feel as well.
And set realistic goals as well. That's a very, very good one, I think.
Absolutely. There's no quick fix. So some people, I suppose, want to shed a stone in 2 weeks. It's not going to happen.
No.
So, you know, be realistic absolutely about your goals. And, you know, it's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. There's nothing that's going to make it go that quickly.
As well, I suppose the reality is it does depend on the type of food you eat. Like if you're going to have a very, very calorific diet, you know, it's going to show. But also if you have a very high carb diet, it may show. So I suppose you have to make wise decisions when it comes to food as well, Paula.
Yeah, a lot of it is about educating, I suppose, about what is healthy and what we should be eating. And there's a lot of myths and a lot of different information out there that can actually make it really complicated for people. Keep it simple, as I said. Plenty of fruit and veg. Eating home-cooked meals is really the key thing. You know, there are other things you can do. You can keep food diaries and all that kind of thing that can help you as well. But don't make it too complicated.
And a fridge makeover, is it?
Yeah, clear out all that unhealthy food in your house, especially after Christmas.
There's a lot of those people that have lots of packets of biscuits and sweets and all that. You kind of have this thing that you have to get rid of them by eating them yourself.
Yeah, in one go.
Yeah, totally.
There's plenty of places you can give them away to.
I know, it's true. Now, your BMI, I suppose that's the first thing, I suppose the calculation of your fitness level and what weight you should be around for your height.
Yeah, it's a basic, simple tool for people. If they don't really know what weight they should ideally be for their height, it is a calculator that kind of measures what weight they should be ideally for their height. Very basic tool, but a good starting point for people if they're not really sure where they should be.
Okay, so you can do that. You can get that done online, or you can pop into yourselves, or that type of thing.
It's really just your weight and your height combined, and a calculation made there. There's plenty of online calculators that can calculate that.
What have we here, Paula?
Yes, if you are a bit lazy like me, you like to depend on things, maybe some aids to help you give up or stop eating a little more. What do we have here?
Yeah, so we've brought along a couple of aids here that you can get in the pharmacy. What I will say is, again, these aren't quick fixes. You still absolutely need to make changes in your lifestyle in terms of your diet and in terms of exercising more also. None of these are going to work in isolation. But a couple of products here. So some of the agents that we have are very much based on calorie controlled diet. So maybe if you're not really into cooking, or you know, you're struggling to get a lot of those changes, then there's some options there that will give you. Some of them are meal replacements, and they will have calculated the amount of calorie intake in the day. Again, not suitable for everyone, but maybe an option for you if you're struggling.
So are they less cal, but they make you feel a little bit fuller?
Yeah, they're less calories, exactly. So it is calorie controlled is what that is aiming at. Again, not suitable for everyone, but that's what the purpose of that is.
And then we have supplements. I'm terrible. I'm always like a beeline for any kind of supplement. I'm such a supplement person. I can't help it. Tell us about these.
Yeah, so I have a couple of other agents here, and there's a wide range of other agents in the pharmacy too, but what these do, the two in particular there, they bind to fat that's ingested. So if you have a very high fat meal, what they will do is they'll bind to that excess fat, prevent it from being absorbed in the body, and it'll pass through you, essentially.
Where it goes.
And away it goes.
Oh, God.
We're fighting over it.
I was reading about this earlier on going, oh my God, how does this really work? So that's how it works.
It's
as simple as that.
That's the theory behind it. Now, it's not going to work on its own. you know, you still need to make sure you're watching what you're eating and exercising.
And some people report better results with these type of products than others. That's the other side of it as well, I suppose, with your metabolism. Now, a lot of people decide to give up smoking at this time of the year. It is often the way to kickstart. But again, Paula, you always say that if you use an aid or a help to give up smoking, you're more likely to stay off them.
Yeah, like research has shown that you're 4 times more likely to be successful in giving up cigarettes if you use some of the products like nicotine replacement therapy.
Okay, what do we have here?
So we've a range of different products. So it depends on your smoking habit. What I will say is speak to your pharmacist and they'll be able to choose the most appropriate product for you. A lot of people go in, they've heard about the chewing gum and that's the product they ask and then they don't necessarily succeed. But there's loads of other agents there that can help you. So
and read the instructions as well. It's very, very important.
That's true,
yeah. Very important.
Because say people, I know some person, right, he went taking these gums and then he took, okay, the first one didn't hit, it was okay. Next thing he took a second and third and fourth. You're not supposed to do that at all.
No, that can make
read
you quite
the label.
Yeah, but you're still ingesting nicotine, so that can make you ill. But you've got the sprays as well, and you've got the little pills. But you're right, read the instructions as though he says. What about the patches? How effective are they, Paul?
Yeah, the patches are very effective and they're very discreet. So
if you're a heavy smoker.
If you're a heavy smoker, perhaps, or if you wake up first thing in the morning with a craving, there's patches you can wear for 24 hours. If you're busy, you're in meetings, you don't want anything, be taking the chewing gum or taking the inhaler, the patch is very discreet and it's very effective and suitable for a lot of people.
There are lots of things out there. Paul, thank you very much for coming in. I'll report back to you on all these different
Mind
things.
all those things there. They could go missing very fast, Paula.
That's great, Paula. More information, of course, on all the items that we discussed, whether it's the fat loss items or, of course, help you give up the cigarettes, you can head over to boots.ie.